Welcome on all, my name is Tawess, and dear sweet Lord of everything I have and hold dear, the epic lawsuits. If you've been living on rock lately, sorry, I have something in my throat. If you've been living on rock lately, you will see, you would have been seeing the fact that rapper 2milli was suing Epic Games over having used his dance Milli Rock in their game and selling it for $2-3, I think it is. And well, that's not entirely possible to understand how. I mean, if you are a rapper, you consider your entire image as a brand, and if someone is trying to damage that brand or cheapen it, you will act. Every company will. He still does not have much of a chance in heck, because he still has to prove that his dance is a large, coherent work of art worth protecting, basically. And I don't really think we can think of Milli Rock as that. I mean, first and foremost, he'll have to prove that he invented the entire thing in its entirety on his own, and we pretty much can be sure that he did not. But this is not where it ends. No, that was the logical part. Then comes Carlton from Fresh Prince, better known as, and I never remember his name, Alfonso Ribeiro. Alfonso Ribeiro, anyway. Trying to sue them for using the Carlton. Not like that guy from Scrubs who just expressed his displeasure. No. He's trying to sue them. And this is where it gets really weird. Also, it's just using his likeness. He's not in the game in any way, shape, or form. So, number one. Alfonso is an actor. As such, I'm pretty sure that the production company behind Fresh Prince in Bel-Air owns his ass. At least as it relates to that series. He doesn't own shit. That's standard. Actors don't own their own performances. 2. Again, it is one move, or well, 2 moves maybe. 2 steps. It's not a large work of art. And it comes to 3rd. The Carlton, if you want to say the Carlton, the dance move, have been used in so much media without him reacting before. Now, I agree, the fact that Epic is actually charging for this does put it in a bit more sticky situation. But at the same time, it's just that, a tiny bit more sticky. In his case, though, as I say, if it was the production company behind Fresh Prince in Bel-Air trying to sue Epic, I guess you could argue there is a case there somewhere in there. But it gets better. The guy who made the floss, you know, that adorable dance of wiping a towel across your undercarriage, that dance, he's also taking legal action. And not to be like that, but he ain't got a chance in hell. Not only is the floss only one move, something needs to be more than one move. A ballet, you can actually legally protect a ballet, an entire ballet. That you can protect. Just a move? Nah. The floss, just a move. It's not even a dance, it's a dance move. 1 step. 2, as far as I know, the guy ain't rich. Legal process in the US costs money. It costs money everywhere, but as I understand, in the US it can get really expensive. So, what is behind this rash of lawsuits? Well, of course, a legal firm behind it. The same legal firm, if I understand it correctly. They're trying to basically bury Epic in work, I think. Hoping to get one case through, maybe. So, 3 knuckleheads doing this, most likely see more. But, and this might be controversial, I don't think the suing part is bad, actually. Sit down, I can see you getting up, I can see you reach for the keyboard. It's actually more logical than you think. How many choreographers do you know? How many of them do you know what it look like? How they sound, what they make, even? And if you happen to be a dance nerd, you don't count in this case, because specific knowledge of anything is specific. No, on a general plane, choreographers do not get the recognition they deserve in any way, shape, or form. So if this can open up for them actually getting more recognition, that would be good. But at the same time, it's stuff as bonkers. Now, of course, Epic themselves are overreaching like mad here. They are charging money for basically someone else's work, which is shady as fuck. There's some sort of photo collab website, not collab, collage website, shady shit. Or ringtone site that pay $1 get a ringtone of someone else's copyrighted music. This is pretty much the same. But at the same time, others have done the same thing previously, doing homages to dances without explicitly telling where they're from, because if they were telling explicitly where they're from, it could become a legal issue. So this actually needs to be looked into and sort of boned out, get closer to understanding what is actually the correct way going about this, because right now it's a mess. And I don't like companies profiteering of others' work without at least attributing to them. I mean, if I were going to do stuff, I would like my stuff to be recognized for being my stuff. I mean, I don't like to find some random Joe-ho using my work to promote themselves. That would piss me off. Perhaps not into legal action territory, but I mean, someone like 2 Milli, world renowned by his own admission rapper, he has an image that someone paid a lot of money to make. Someone paid a lot to create that image of 2 Milli. So again, there is a small tiny case that we made that this is damaging his image, his brand, the grand total of his existence. And if they do that, there is actually a tiny case for this to actually go through. Now, in the other cases, it's just buttfuck bonkers, because none of them are losing money over this. 2 Milli can actually claim that there's money being lost over this because of licensing costs and everything. Alfonso, not so much. No one is making money off the Carlton, ever. Well, he has, but you know what I mean. He has made a lot of money off the Carlton, something that is not really his. And then we have the Floss dude, who don't own shit. At all. But anyway, I hope that this in long term will lead to choreographers having more recognition for the work they do, because they do a lot of work. It's not an easy thing to put things together. It's akin to the writer's strike. Remember that? When I was like, oh, what do we need writers for? And then the writers went on strike, and pretty much every goddamn TV show sucked for a while. Now, I know Hollywood had been like, oh, well, you say you're gonna do what? I want to point out, if I were running a studio and the writers came up to me and said, we're going to go on strike, I would be like, that's what I would do. Because, believe it or not, writing a good, tight script is difficult. I tried writing scripts myself. And anyone can create a bloated mess of a script. That is not difficult. But a tight, well-paced one that just clicks, keep the action going, pace going, that's difficult. Same thing with choreography. Anyone can stumble across a dance floor drunkenly, but to make a choreography that is tight and on point and deliver what you want to do, but still accessible and easy enough to be marketable, it's not easy. It takes work, it takes skill, it takes understanding. So, While I consider these lawsuits to be pants on head stupid for the most part, there might be a tiny shred of good coming out of it. Also, Epic are overreaching with this. Had they given away these dances for free, I don't think anyone would really have raised an eyebrow. But charging a few dollars for it, it becomes profiteering of someone else's work, and that is actually not legal. So I can understand why they try to sue them. I mean, it's logical if you are a company to sue other companies trying to use your intellectual property. But I don't know. We'll see, simply. We'll simply see what happens with this. But if you, like me, think that this is a good idea for choreographers, give me a thumbs up. And if you think that this is just manure, leave a comment down. Tell me about it. I might be wrong. After all, I'm not a copyright lawyer, nor am I a trademark lawyer, nor am I actually a lawyer in any shape or form. I am about as far from legal advice as you can get. Sure, I took some courses many years ago, but that does not qualify me for anything. Student death, that's about all it qualifies me for. So, that is pretty much all I have to say about that. But I hope it raised some thoughts with you, and that you got something out of it. So, until next time, stay safe, be kind, and play fair.